Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rnrh, episode 18, season 2. Season 2, episode 18. And right now, I got most of it set up. Then I don't really get the mic ready, but whatever. I'll just lower the volume on the movie since I'm just reading subtitles. And as I said before, I'm on the part where the guy is giving the signature for the girl's resignation because she wants to do something other than civil work. So overall, they form a friendship mostly because they realize, and she realizes, that he has stopped working with all his heart and just passes by time. Right now she's kind of asking him, hey, what kind of fun are you having this playing hooky at work? And she's pretty much conversing with him about one of the guys in their civil work, that he's just always talking and not saying anything and getting everybody in everybody's business. It's a nice scene where they get their goals across. She gets her resignation approved, and he pretty much gets his sick leave sent to the office. But also he sees her as pretty much ambitious, and she wants to be happy in life. When he sees her the panty, where are those stockings? He pretty much tries to go with her to pretty much buy her a new set. And just something innocent like that, all the other members of the family see it, and it's like, what's going on? Such an old guy with a child, pretty much. There's a young girl, and just going out somewhere. Right now, she's just a little bit awkward by his present to her, uh, and she apologizes for sounding kind of weird for saying that. Oh yeah, why are you buying me stuff? Well, she doesn't know yet that he has a death sentence, pretty much. Right now, it's just two coworkers or ex-coworkers just talking about the civil work and you know the other coworkers and just sort of like a mild gossiping. uh, you well when it comes to the guy to the Watanabe, his nickname from her is the mummy because he's been there for ages. It's a really nice scene with those two together, just being happy. She's pretty much the light of the movie. Uh, Everything that he's not, pretty much. And it's pretty funny all the things that they do. Pretty much they play games, they eat, and she's kind of blind to some of the guy's ailments, which is weird for her not to see a little bit. Like he's always giving her food, and he hasn't eaten all day, pretty much. And it comes to at night, and it's just it shows you that kind of character that she's playing, that she's just a little bit naive. And he pretty much opens up to her, and it's just it's just something that he he was doing for his son, but nobody asked him to do it. In a way, he was saying you can't blame your children for your own actions. Which that's pretty much the insight that this movie brings warmth and happiness to people when they see it. Once that small scene is done, it's pretty much back to reality with him and the harsh environment that he has around with his family. And I'm sorry if you guys hear any screaming or loud noises. People are playing Smash Ultimate on the next door over. I mean, next room over. I pretty much try to soundproof this room. I'm gonna try to avoid all the quiet moments and try to fill in most of it as I can. It's a pretty quiet scene overall and pretty tense. It's just nobody. Everybody thinks that he's okay for the most part because he doesn't say anything that's wrong with him, but all the signs they choose to ignore. And that's when it hits you that, oh yeah, uh, they see what he was doing, hanging out with his coworker, his employee, a subordinate, somebody that he has pretty much rule over, and it takes her work as bad and as something wrong. and in a matter of 2 weeks, the whole civil work and his office is filled with paperwork. Everybody thinks that he's doing something weird and something foolish by not coming to work. And and I think even after a while of pretty much hanging out with his ex-coworker, not explaining what are his intentions, pretty much nobody understands what he's doing. And I think overall, I mean, the movie is amazing, but Watanabe, it's it kind of gets caught up and doesn't explain himself. And it's just doing everything in his power to be happy, but not taking in consideration anybody else. Which is something that he used to do, and maybe he thinks if everything that he does is for himself, then he'll live a better life, maybe. In a way, it would be better if he just tells you the truth. In a way, it would have been better if he would have just come out with it. I mean, she was his friend after all for hanging out so much. In a way, he finally tells her. And that's what he just done from after, from not from the beginning, but after a little while of being with her. And then he finally explains why he's really hanging out with her. Because she's full of life and he's full of death. And she pulls a little toy that she makes. And even though that's the last time they hang out, she pretty much saved his life. The rest of it, at least. And now he has a whole new drive for his job, and he wants to do everything in his power to do something. to do something that will make him happy. But there's a bunch of paperwork for him to go through, and the visual of this scene is pretty much this is an uphill battle for him. And in a way, he starts from the top, and he might just get one thing done, but he'll get all his determination and all his power and all his dedication on that. Yeah, it's pretty grim after that. The tone of the story pretty much focuses on everybody at his funeral for a while. Then it pretty much everybody has speculations of his death and him dying in the park that he built. And then finally, everybody knows that he has stomach cancer. Pretty much an hour away from the end of this. I'll cut it into 45 minutes and then I'll do a small review tomorrow. Everybody's kind of disappointed and ashamed of themselves that this guy did something and nobody appreciated it. Nobody acknowledged him. Now everybody is saying that, oh, not only him but everybody, somebody should have been singled out, the person that built the actual park. And it's funny, right after that scene, the residents of that town come to pay their respects and makes everybody else seem a little bit inconsiderate of the event that's going on and the ceremony that they're having. In a way, making everybody in the room humbling themselves. Then there's a ton of quiet pauses and moments. Everybody rethinking what they just saw. This just the atmosphere completely changes. And now all the officials um, are bowing and paying their respects after looking at a watch, in a way thankful that it's now their time to retire from the ceremony. And now everybody in the apartment and his family now rearrange themselves and pretty much are the ones that really get to experience this ceremony. After everybody who didn't really know Watanabe left. In a way, now everybody else in their specific departments are are saying it was just coincidence and that it was just made because I guess it was supposed to be made. No way they can't put their finger on why did he change the way he did. Everybody now reminisces about the project and how he canvassed the area, how he envisioned the part. Everybody's just thinking, why did he went through everybody's department and asked for this? And him, they reminisce about him waiting on each department for them to review the proposal. In a way, him just sitting there waiting for them to do their job. Because he has nowhere else to go. He has nothing else to do. If he went through all his previous proposals, he would know that nothing will get done. He and now they're talking about how the last department was the worst of them all, waiting for 2 weeks. The last person he had to talk to was the mayor, deputy mayor, and he would not leave his his post as you will. He would just beg and beg for this proposal to go through. in a way, that's the only power he had, is to ask. And, and one of his department co-workers is saying that he Watanabe fought for the park and nobody else would move from their spot, but he, through his illness, did everything in his power to do his job. To go beyond doing his job. And once everything was set in motion, he wanted to see it for himself. He wanted to make sure that nothing bad happened. He built the park in 5 months, so and this is gonna be the end of this podcast. I don't most recordings and podcasts tend to be only an hour long, and it just gets a little bit drawn out if it gets to that length. So tomorrow I'll do a little overview of it and just point out the last things that I liked from the ending of it. And so stay tuned for tomorrow's Rnrh. See you tomorrow.